Okay, now, I should have my mic live on the stream and not on Discord, but still be able to hear other people. Perfect. So, let's go over to Minecraft. And pretty soon we'll get started. And guess what we're doing? Can you tell by the look? Yep, it's Build Babel. So, we're working on setting up. Yes, we are building. We are not mining, but we are crafting. I cannot figure out where my Discord overlay went though. I had one. Where is Discord overlay? Hang on. Let me see if I can sort this out in real time. This can't go wrong, right? Also, welcome in Jordan. Welcome in Knight. Okay, let's see. Browser source. Not existing. Chat overlay, maybe? Oh, Twitch chat overlay. There we go. That's the wrong overlay. I don't know why I put Twitch chat overlay. I want Discord chat overlay. Browser. Let's try this again. Try this again. Okay. That is the right one. Why is it not showing? Oh, it might not be turned on to Discord. Good point. Yeah, so funny thing, Discord is showing me an overlay, but it's not showing you my overlay. And I'm not quite sure why. I think it's because it's actually StreamKit. Hang on. I can do this. I can do this. Okay. Why can you not connect? Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. I think I had to add a bot just for that. Okay. All right. I think I know what's wrong, but I cannot fix it in real time. We'll have to do this next time. I tried. Oh, yeah. I never capture the whole screen. I just capture the game. But I have an overlay that was previously working with OBS. And funnily enough, I'm pretty sure the recording will have the Discord overlay. But I'm not quite sure how to get it there quickly, because like I said, I'm pretty sure it needs a bot connection of some kind. But that's okay. Howdy, everybody! Welcome in. It's just about time for Build Babel. I think we might be. Yeah, we're all here. We might be waiting for a couple of people to get their books, but I'm gonna go ahead and activate the Discord voice chat so that they know I'm ready. I am ready. And I think Shield must have found my my very clever buttons. So we have this issue where in previous builds we can't quickly get there and back, so I put buttons here. with a big red arrow.
Okay.
There's no arrow on this one yet. Howdy, Virga.
Hello. I have one of my first viewers, besides not counting my husband.
Oh,
so
welcome in.
That's nice.
Hello, Virga. Hello, Denalid. Hello, Quimbly.
Fuzzy Pickles, welcome
Hello.
in. Nice to see you.
Made it.
I'm really curious to know what you think of this game, because I think you play a little bit of Minecraft too, don't you?
I actually still have one in my inventory from earlier.
Oh yeah, so I want to tell chat this. At Night's good suggestion, I was trying to find a way to do all of the translation sequences in one step. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll explain it in a minute. But the only translator that I could find that was free was Libre Translate, and it is basically Google from 20 years ago kind of level. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like it's ChatGPT 2.0 bad, right? So
Yikes.
I had to tone it down because it was taking the entire Babel instruction and taking it down to like 1 or 2 words in some cases. It was bad. So,
Ugh. Yeah, that does sound terrible.
yeah, it was pretty bad.
I don't know. The translations were very interesting.
Oh, interesting they were.
Like, I
But
wrote
also
an
bad.
entire paragraph and it translated to step 4.
All
And I'm like, that would make building very challenging, in fact.
yes, indeed.
Very simple.
All right.
Yeah, that's about what I got.
Get your toes.
Leave my toes alone.
I handed it three good sized paragraphs, and it spit out "Make it black."
Make it black. Hey,
Nice.
good song. Good song.
That was all 3 steps. Got
No, what did
boiled
I feed?
down
Hold
to
on.
Make it black.
What did I feed into it? It was fantastic.
All right, I am going
I
to turn
do-
my music down a little
I
bit
Do all of you
Fed in-
guys...
because there's so much talking.
Sorry, I'm asking, do you guys put all 3 steps in at once? I do it painstakingly 1 step at a time in Google
Oh,
Translate.
Bless you.
In
I
Google
do all
Translate,
3 at once.
yeah, in Google Translate, I can do 3 at once.
Okay,
When I was
I've
trying
never
to use-
tried that.
When I was trying to use Denalid's tool that he's talking about,
There you go.
I put in all 3 steps and hit the Babel button, and it spit out "Make it black."
Yeah,
No,
I usually
It
do
didn't even
all
give me
3.
3 different steps. It gave me one 3-word statement for 3 steps.
I usually do all 3, but I actually had the same exact issue with Libre Translate. So, yeah. All right.
These extra
See.
instructions are almost too long.
All right. We will give Shield another minute, and then we'll do the intro. Since I know we have new folks in a couple of different chats, I will explain the game so that y'all aren't lost when we start.
Okay.
But we are almost there. Let's see. So, I don't
Okay,
know.
We are at the point that we can
Oh,
do
okay.
the intro, and
Hmm.
I will finish making the other books later.
All right. Well, I'm going to stand in the middle here. Welcome in, everybody, in all the streams. Welcome to Build Babel. So, the premise of this game is we have all come up with a build. We haven't actually built it, but we've written instructions for how to build it. And we took those instructions and ran them through Google Translate about 20 times. So, now we have the instructions in books. We have not seen each other's instructions. We've only seen our own. And we are going to build the instructions that the other folks have provided. And we'll rotate through. So each of us is going to do one build step from each of the other people's builds. And if you have any questions, I'm sure that your respective streamers will be able to answer those as we go. But we have here, starting on my right, Shield, me, Denalid, Quimbly, and Virga. And I think everybody here has played the game at least once, but
Yes.
it really doesn't matter if you haven't because it's really just chaos and building.
What are we doing?
Exactly. All right, so y'all ready?
I believe so.
Absolutely not.
Okay. So for our start, we're gonna start where you put your books and then rotate to the right. So Quimbly, you are coming to this side
Going right. See you later.
and wrapping around.
It's gonna take a while. This world's not round.
It is not. Right. So if you would, go ahead and grab your first book, mute up, talk to your chat, show them what's in it. And when you're ready, unmute, and we will start the timer. All right, chat, I am muted in Discord. So we have here step 1. Okay, build a large one-story house with stone, iron walls, and roof beams. Iron walls, interesting. Make sure there's enough space, but don't put anything inside. Replace all the window glass with iron. And place a chimney in the middle of the roof to vent the smoke. Wait, I'm not supposed to place anything inside, but I'm supposed to vent the smoke. Okay. So we need stone, iron, roof beams, so beams of some sort. And then replace the windows with iron. I'm going to go with iron bars for that. Yeah. Iron, iron, and because it's iron, we're doing an iron door. Let's see. Stone, yep. Which stone goes well with this? We need some contrast, so I'm going to go ahead and go with black stone, and I'm doing polished because we've got too much texture so far. And place a chimney. So, there's our chimney brick. All right. So, when everybody's ready, we'll open up. I will have 5 minutes to build step 1, as will everybody else. And then we will switch off to the next build. I'm ready when you all are.
And ready.
Ready.
All right.
Whose is this one?
Mine. Mine.
Just what?
I'm pretty sure this set of instructions is my absolute favorite, so
Listen, you can't be confused
Fair.
already. We haven't
Oh,
even
is that
started.
mine? Mine are fantastic.
yours is fantastic, Quimbly. It's amazing.
Also, if you check the back of your signs, you'll notice I own every single one of these builds.
Is that why there's no sign here? All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right. Starting the timer in 3, 2, 1, go. And remember, you have 5 minutes.
You have 5 minutes.
I do have 5 minutes. Right. So. Yeah, that's big enough.
I can get
No.
into a lot of trouble
I
in
just
5
wanted
minutes.
clarification.
Yep.
Okay, I was told to do that.
This is gonna take a minute before I can get to the actual good part.
This is going to be an ugly build, but it is what I was told to build.
This is not my fault. Maybe it is my fault.
It's half your fault, half the instructions' fault. Probably could have taken as much time to figure out the command instead of placing all this by hand, but oh well.
Yeah, I'm sitting here thinking I should probably learn how to use World Edit at some point.
Yeah, well, I don't know World Edit, but I know simple vanilla Minecraft. vanilla Minecraft fill command that I've used before. I have a harder time not being able to figure out the locations quickly enough to fill them in correctly.
Gotcha.
So that's looking pretty good.
I was not given enough direction about some of the items here, so
Maybe that's when you have to make your own direction. Make your own choices. Be bold.
oh, it's bold, all right.
Bold and fast.
I'm sorry about how bold this is.
Look, my instructions were too easy, so I'm improvising now.
Oh no, she's improvising.
Isn't that lovely? Don't you just love when the instructions are easy?
I was like, okay, the instructions are clear. I'm done. Now I get to just have fun. So that's when you end up with 17 camels. I mean, you never know what's gonna happen if I get bored. Don't give me easy instructions.
Good luck to whoever has to build next, because every single block's going to be covered.
Yeah, same. We're like twins.
Yes. Easy, simple instructions. Got nothing to do but fill every block.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I mean, it looks
I wish
too
I had
sad
simple
in here.
instructions.
Do you have to what was it? Salute something, I can't remember. Banana sticks was still my favorite. But
yeah, banana sticks was good, and change the glory.
change the glory, that's what it was. Don't forget to change the glory.
Cannot forget the glory changing.
Someone did not like changing the glory.
Yeah, you better change that glory right now.
Knight says, I get enough of figured out it's not that hard at work. I don't think I would make it harder either.
Make what harder?
The build.
Oh. I forgot what we were doing.
Oh, you were talking about when the builds are too easy.
Look, I can lose myself mid-sentence. You can't ask me to go back 3 sentences. Jeez.
This reminds me of that time that that Quimbly was like, "Oh, you only invite me because I'm caffeinated."
Oh, hey, there's my caffeine. I went and bought caffeine. I didn't have any. I also bought a charcuterie board.
Ooh, nice.
So I have an assortment of meats, cheese, and crackers. So, like, I feel like I'm winning at life.
That's fair.
That does sound very yummy.
I'm gonna eat my
You have
stack
10
of
seconds left.
crackers and salami.
I am sad. I'm very sad.
I'm sorry you don't have a charcuterie board.
No, that
You have
doesn't
5 seconds left.
Ah, doesn't work.
Time's up.
No,
Yes, it is.
no. I need more.
Don't we all? So, close up your builds.
Destroy your blocks.
Oh, hang on.
Requires me
I'm
getting
just going to
out
show my
builds.
chat. By the way, here's what it looks like. I hope that's right, but it's not.
Very well. Close it.
All right, so move one to the right or
Welcome
wrap
to
around to the
J-Dog.
other side.
Take it
And
back now, y'all.
we are
Woo!
taking step 2 this time.
J-Dog, these were my instructions.
Step 2.
Yep. So I'm going to mute up. And don't open your door quite yet. All right. What'd y'all think of that? That was actually a pretty straightforward build, which makes me think it was probably wrong. Oh, I forgot the windows. Oh, no. Oh, man. Totally forgot the windows. All right. Now take the clean oak and the black oak. On the back of the wood, in the middle of the cut wood, make a flat circle and fill it. Then take the board and cut it according to the desired pattern. Okay. take the clean oak and the black oak. On the back of the wood, in the middle of the cut wood, make a flat circle. Fill it. All right. So clean oak and black oak. I'm going to go with stripped dark oak and regular oak, maybe? Yeah, let's go with that. On the back of the wood, which I don't know what that is yet, in the middle of the cut wood, make a flat circle and fill it. Then take the board and cut it. All right, so I think that means probably planks, but we'll see. We'll have to see what's in here first, because remember, we don't know what step 1 was. What makes a charcuterie board different from other boards? Charcuterie, I guess.
I'm ready.
I'm never ready.
I'm as ready as I'm getting. All right.
Ready spaghetti.
Quimbly, my chat blames you for this.
My chat blames me for a lot of things.
My chat is more accurate than they realize because this is your instructions.
All right.
Look. Oh, wait, I remember this one.
All right, y'all ready?
Yep, I've already opened the door
Yep,
on
let's go.
accident.
No, I was actually going to say we should probably take a moment to look before we start building. So,
Oh no.
I think I'm ready.
all right, starting the timer now.
Okay, chat.
Okay. Let's
But-
do...
What is
That-
going on here?
What? Help!
Um, okay.
Help!
Night, I'm not sure.
Well, we're doing this then.
Okay.
Of course they all face that direction. Of course they all face that direction. Why wouldn't?
Okay,
That's not a helpful direction.
I'm done
Oh,
with the
okay,
basic
okay.
instructions. I now need to find something else to do. Let's see, what else would we
Maybe
put
that
in
means you
here?
actually haven't finished because you don't know what they are, really.
That's true. I finished the instructions that have been revealed to me. So let's see.
I know, I'm
My-
improvising.
My chat
Some
is
of
now
these
very
instructions-
confused. Quimbly, why?
Why
I
what?
can't wait to see whatever it is.
Yeah.
Why what?
Yes.
I don't understand. It's all very clear. Simply change the glory.
This is anything but clear.
Just
Okay.
change the glory.
Actually,
That's gonna be my go-to phrase now when people ask me stuff and I don't want to answer. Have you tried changing the glory?
Well, we've already determined
Well-
that banana sticks is our new substitution word, so.
Yeah, anyone in my
Look.
chat, is there something I should add? What should I do? I need help.
Yeah, her chat, y'all need to tell her to add lots and lots of stuff, just vaguely related to the book.
Okay. Oh,
I just want friends.
all right.
Are you
chat,
adding friends to your build?
for this
No,
part,
I want
first
IRL friends.
So
Serious
That achievement
dedication.
scared me. That achievement scared me.
and
All right, chat, what is the desired pattern that we need to put in
Okay,
here?
I did the first part. I did the
That's
second
about right.
part.
And yes, it does look like a Christmas tree with a face.
I guess I'm done.
I don't think the face is intentional. I think it's incidental.
Okay. I'm working on being done.
I think I might be very close to done. There's one detail.
I
Sorry,
need
wrong button.
this.
There's one detail that I'm not quite sure how to do it, and I'm trying to figure it out. You have just under
I
two and a
forgot I
half
could
minutes.
fly. Oh my gosh, I forgot I could fly. This makes my life so much easier. Never mind, I suck at this. I'm going through all the stages of everything. Leave me alone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Let's do that.
Ah. Ah.
it's even. I can't do that shape exactly.
Yeah, it's
Engineer
gotta
it
be
like that
odd, or
there,
else
but
you
it would
can't even.
make a mess.
I mean, that's kind of as close as I can get. I suppose I could do it out to
We're-
here.
Yeah,
Ooh,
I think
sorry, I
I'm
just haven't
just.
seen some of these.
We're gonna leave that there, and yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry,
mine's
I tried.
done.
All
I
right.
did
I
what
was not
was asked of me.
given.
I think I'm done too. I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
I did
chat.
what was asked of me. Nothing more, nothing less.
I did something
I
that will
imagine.
throw off what was technically written in the book, but that's okay.
I mean, what was written in the book throws off what was written in the book, so.
Yes, yes.
All
I
right.
still have a charcuterie board. I'm happy.
My copy paste is not working. Why is my copy paste not working?
Oh no.
Well, it works there. Hi, Denald.
Hello.
It's not working.
Are you still working on your second set of books?
It's sort of.
No.
We will have a
close.
little bit of a gap between rounds, just so you know.
This is intended to be the original book for this current set,
Oh.
You're the original book.
and it's not working.
Maybe the real
Copy
original
paste.
books were the friends we met along the way.
Wait, we get to
Copy
make
paste is not working.
friends. I was promised they'd be friends.
It probably won't paste if it's too large for the page.
Yes, I did have that issue too.
Okay, that's got to be it.
Oh, hi, friend.
Hello.
That's it.
Hello. The boys are over there hanging out, so I thought I'd come hang out with you.
Thank you. Thanks for not letting me be all by myself.
I just didn't want to be my boys. Gross.
Oh, yeah. All those cooties over there.
They don't even have their cootie shots, I heard.
Oh, that stinks. Too bad for them.
Yeah, no circle, circle, dot, dots over there.
You know there are no circles in Minecraft.
That's right, he
That's-
doesn't have a cootie shot.
Why we don't have our cootie shots? Exactly.
Whee.
I'd offer to help you, Shield, but that would kind of defeat the purpose.
That would be the- yes. This
Whee.
one's also. Okay, so my instructions are too long. Got it.
It's fine. It can spill over
Awesome,
onto the next
great.
page.
They're
I
going to-
had look, I have to tell you one of my great translations for the Babbler while we're doing this.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
the instruction said 4 pillars of diorite walls. They arch near the top. This is your gazebo. And when I put them into Denala's Babbler, it came out as for Poland.
Sorry,
Oh,
my,
that's
my screen is doing
ridiculous.
weird things. Give me a second.
And I was like, almost. How'd you like it if you got that instruction though? You just open the book. Step 1 for Poland.
I'd probably Google Poland flag and put 4 of them.
Dude, genius. Love you.
All right, I will finish the other books later.
Okay.
I'm under caffeinated right now.
Are you though?
Caffeinated.
All right, y'all ready for step 3?
Yes, I'm ready to
Absolutely
look.
All right,
Yeah.
look. Oh, and what I was saying before was, I think we should start looking at the build before we start the timer, just so that we make sure the chat can actually see what's already there. All right, what do we got? There's a big tree in the corner. It's tall, beautiful, and powerful. Its shadow blocks the sunlight. You know, with a little bit of work, this could be a haiku. So we need a big tree. That's what I'm hearing. Let's see. Big tree blocks for us. That. Let's see here. I'm not good at trees, but I will do what I can. we will get the most powerful tree we can possibly manage. All right, I am ready.
I am
I
so
am-
confused.
I am painfully not ready.
Painfully not ready.
Yes, painfully not ready.
I don't even know how one is painfully not ready.
I'm not ready and it's causing me to be in pain.
Oh no.
Are you ready for us to open up and look at the stuff with our chats?
Yes, we
Okay.
can open the doors to get a look. Okay.
Oh, now I understand some of the earlier comments.
I'm not okay with this.
Oh.
Okay. I will do that, chat. Thank you for that advice. Let's look that up real quick. Yes.
I'm more
Okay.
confused now that I've seen the build than before.
I'm surprised how normal this looks.
Part of me's wondering if I've read the right book.
All right.
Because none of this makes sense.
So there, we'll have some of that. Okay, I guess
All right.
that's as ready as I'll ever be.
Starting the timer. 3, 2, 1,
Sure.
go.
Okay, so
This is definitely going to go great.
we don't have space to build this. I guess we'll just put it here.
Let's see. So much
Same.
stuff. Let's see. Nope, not that one.
Okay, there's that. So then we can just... Yes, let's just build it into the back wall.
So I'm actually. Yeah, just
This is going to be so powerful.
Okay, what else does the book say? Okay. Let's put this over here. Sure, that's right there. And what else? Hello. P. Holcomb 16. Sorry, I had to mess with chat because it was slightly hidden. Okay. And okay, this is... Have to now build something in front of another something.
This is a remarkably ordinary build, really. Which makes me think it's entirely wrong. This one, whose is this one down here? Is this Quimbly's?
What color door was your thing?
I don't know, but it's the one on the end, so I'm pretty sure that was Quimbly.
Oh, Quimbly's on the end, yeah.
It's me. I'm adorable.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is gonna get cut off right here, because that's the door. So yeah, let's just put all of this in here. Like this, I guess. What else does the book say? There's so much smashed. Okay. Okay.
Virga, you sound just a little bit distressed.
Yes, I'm very distressed right now. There's so much in this book.
Which one are you on?
I think this is Shields.
Just for good
Okay, I
measure,
think
we're
I'm just
add some
gonna
of them.
add this inside. We'll do this. And then mix all of this on it.
Oh, I can't do that. Thought I could.
And then it said that, well, that's kind of already done unless we just do this.
You got a little less than a minute and a half left. For those
Okay.
keeping track.
It's less sad now.
I've moved on to my adding details that no one asked for, but I have time.
Oh dear.
I feel like I'm scrambling a little bit, but I think I got the book done.
I'm not sure if this detail is actually needed or not, but I'm putting it in.
If you think it's needed, it's needed.
I'm so
I
bad
didn't go
at
as
this.
crazy this time. I kept my builds more chill.
Okay, I feel like I've just absolutely ruined this build.
Perfect.
Like, there's not... Yeah, it's not beautiful at all.
I think my additions really tied this piece together. And it's more complete now because of them.
I feel like this one could have been done before I got here, to be honest. 5 seconds left.
You have 5 seconds left.
I'm
That is
still
correct.
a little bit stressed, even though I'm done. That one was stressful.
All right, time is up.
Hands off the things. No adding.
Because I was distracted by a little one, I'm doing one more thing.
Wow.
I say that's okay.
I mean, that's children. Yeah, that's fair.
I understand the stress of children and having to pause.
I've never worked with children in my life.
Mm-hmm.
The
Haven't you
educator's
now?
lying.
All right. Which end do we want to start at?
This end.
Okay. So, as a reminder for folks who are watching, there is the original, but then what we've been doing is the translated version of the instructions. So that's 3, 2, and 1. So, what we're going to do is I've got the original and I've got all the individual steps. We're going to take a look at the build, and then we're going to look at how it got there. I apologize in advance. Are y'all ready?
Yes.
All right.
Nope.
Okay.
Okay.
I think I understand at least a little bit of how it got here.
I can dig it.
All right. So, step 1. Don't miss it all. Build a table with black concrete and black stone walls. Make sure there's enough space for other players to set up their tables.
So that was me. And as you can see, there's your black concrete table with your black stone wall legs.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
I
do see
left
that.
plenty of room for other people. And then I put moss all over the floor because I was bored.
I don't hate the carpet. All right.
It adds something.
So the
It adds
original,
something for sure.
the original step 1, build everything on the diagonal. Create a table
What?
from wooden planks and black stone walls. Make it fill most of the build area so that other players have space for their parts.
What does build everything on the diagonal mean?
It means build diagonally instead of
Yeah.
square with the edges of the blocks. You build diagonally.
Your
Just like-
unbabbled instructions confuse me more.
Like this. It would be like this. This would be a table.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
hate it.
Yeah.
All right. Step 2. Don't miss it all. Place your laptop on the table, a black concrete screen, a gray brick keyboard, and a white concrete box, which we do in fact have.
I figured that
We
the
have-
box was a mouse,
white
but
box.
then, yeah, I made that as a computer, so it made it not a laptop. But I was bored, so I added the computer to it.
She upgraded you because she was bored.
Yes.
Hey, I like free upgrades. All right, English step 2. Build everything on the diagonal. Put a laptop on the table using black concrete for the screen, various gray blocks for keys, and white concrete for the casing.
Nice.
Okay.
It actually is pretty close up
Wait,
to
we
this
have
point,
pretty much there.
and
It's
then
just not on the diagonal.
Oh, I like the chair having hydration on it.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
Step 3. Don't miss it all. For best effect, bring a book, mouse, paper, and a drink to the beach. Also, make a cool office chair.
I like how it's like, yeah, do this at the beach. But also, like, you need a chair.
So over here we have the cool office chair,
I did see
Because
the
it uses
cool.
ice.
Yep,
and it has a drink on the side
it
because
does.
why not?
It does.
And then over here I built a beach, and it has books
Where's the
paper.
mouse?
and a drink. I did forget the mouse over here.
Oddly, that's the most important part.
Hold on.
All right, so English. Build everything on the diagonal. See, I emphasized because I knew not everybody would have step 1. Add books, a mouse, papers, and a drink on a coaster to complete the look. Also, add a comfy office chair, which this
So
may or
does
may
that
not
mean-
qualify depending on if you're hot-natured.
Does that mean
Yeah.
coaster means beach in other language?
I'm not quite
coast.
sure. I
Coast.
guess. Coaster. I can see it. Okay, I can see it. It's not the worst interpretation. I'll say that. So we did get, we got the table, we got the computer, we got the chair. We got like drinks and things. We did end up with a beach in our room,
We have
in
a
our
beach.
office. So
I was told that there needed to be a beach, so I added a beach.
I mean, I guess if you're just having a hard day on the job, yeah. Fire says
want a beach
she
in
needs one of
my
those
office.
chairs. Oh, and I missed Knights earlier. Just get it done with children. It's not that hard.
Fire might stop you.
All right, who was next?
Whee!
This is mine.
All right. Wait, original. Oh, does original 1, 2, 3? Oh, you separated yours. Got it.
Yeah.
I thought it was like super, super long. I was about to be concerned.
Oh, each book is a step. Got you.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
thought you had made 3 for some reason.
I'm sorry for what's about to be unveiled. I had to do the finishing touches, and it
Oh, I
made the
can't
poor
wait.
thing sad.
I hope you changed the glory.
It- I hope the banana sticks didn't get you.
The
no,
war-
not quite
What was
that.
it? War spiders? I don't remember. There was another one like that.
Oh yeah, the war spiders. Yes.
The war
We'll find out.
spiders.
Yeah.
So
Check him out on
here
YouTube.
goes.
Okay.
Okay, this is cute. Ish.
Someone missed a step.
Yeah. So, well, I'll explain when we get there.
So, step 1. Build a large one-story house with stone, iron walls, and roof beams. Make sure there's enough space. Don't put anything inside. Replace all the window glass with iron, and place a chimney in the middle of the roof to vent the smoke.
I think we disagree over where the middle of the room is.
Okay. So I admit I did actually miss the middle of the room bit. However, the bit I actually forgot. I was going to put iron bars for windows, and I did forget that step. But you
You
see,
just
I've got
put
a
iron.
black stone floor so that it has contrast with the walls, right? And
Yes.
I've got the red roof, right? So it's not too monochrome kind of thing.
I love the airflow.
Yeah, I put in a chimney. Not in the middle, I admit. That was my fault. Why is this here? Oh, well. But
Yeah,
yeah,
so you
I was
got
not
to
told to
find
put
that
in
out.
gables or anything, just a roof.
This is larger than I had intended, but sure, this works.
I can tell my step was very stressful because lack of space.
Yeah. The original is build a large one-story building out of various stone types with iron along the walls, logs for the roof. Make
Nailed
sure
it.
there's plenty of room inside, but do not build anything inside. Make all the windows using iron bars, not glass. And make sure you have a chimney in the middle of the roof to let all the smoke out.
I was
Okay.
pretty close.
That actually translated very nicely, and I was really surprised. Yeah. All right. Step 2. Build a furnace filled with lava on the top of the chimney in the middle of the house. Place a workbench, small table, and tools near the furnace. Create a display case on the inside edge of the display. And to display your tools and equipment, place a tool rack near the door.
Okay,
Okay,
that was
I see
my
it. I
step.
see it.
And I did in fact put a furnace on top of the chimney with lava in it. But because everything else needs to be by the furnace, I also put a furnace inside the chimney.
With lava in it. I like the detail.
And then I have a bench, I have a small table with tools, and I have a display case near the door with tools.
Approved.
Pretty good. This is approved.
I followed instructions for once in my life.
This is not about where that was supposed to be, but that's okay.
I didn't add anything here.
That's not Quimbly's fault. The original is in the middle of the building, build a forge filled with lava on top of campfires. Around the forge, set up several smithing stations with small counters, an anvil, and plenty of tools. Around the edges of the interior, set up some displays of armor and tools that have been made. Near the door, set up a shop counter with some tools on it.
Nice.
Pretty close. Pretty close.
Kinda.
You have the correct idea. The correct idea was carry it through. We at least did get a forge inside. The instructions were not supposed to put that there, but the instructions put that there. So
I put lava. There is lava in it, though. If you check the power source, it is lava.
I did check.
there is lava in there. So Yep.
So now, how did we get to this step? I want to know.
I'm dying to know.
Step 3. Build a coal mine, an iron pile, a wood pile, and a copper mine in front of the house. Build a smelting furnace in the corner next to the iron pile, and stack the iron and copper piles on top of each other. Build a door from the furnace and from the interior.
So,
yeah, I have to put that all in front of the house.
how big did you say you thought this was going to be?
I intended the house to be like half of this.
I see.
See, but you never stated that.
This was not clearly stated. I understand. This is the problem of having 15 minutes to make 2 sets of Babel instructions and needing Google to translate them within that 15 minutes.
I mean, it works.
The original, outside the building, build a stockpile of coal, a stockpile of iron ore, and a stockpile of logs, and a stockpile of copper ore. In the corner near the ore, build a bloomery, and build a stockpile of iron and copper nearby. Build a path from the door to the bloomery, and to a road passing by.
The bloomery.
What is a bloomery?
A bloomery is a old-style furnace for smelting
gosh.
ore.
I would not have known that. Once
Neither
again,
would
your
I.
original instructions would have confused me.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one.
My chat says Shieldflyer the dwarf confirmed.
I
I've never denied this.
mean, on the whole, though, it wasn't all that far off.
No,
It just looks
Where-
like we tried to bury the house.
It kind of does.
the
Yeah.
house is now dug into the mountain. I'm not sure why there's a pile of ore around the interior furnace.
Because it said something about putting a door by the furnace to get to the furnace, so I had to I just used the blocks on me to put the door.
Oh, I like this back corner with the coal.
Yeah.
I like how you went into the wall.
Yes, I kind of felt like I needed to.
Yeah, I appreciate this. This is good.
Mhm.
Good
I like
pile
it.
of coal.
I appreciate what you were able to do with the instructions you were given
And the space that I was given.
and the space you were given. You did
I feel
very
like
well.
that's just
considering
the
those-
Thank
Preschool
you.
every day.
I was very stressed most of the time.
That's fair.
I feel like it was the first time I've been stressed on Build Babel.
Well, it's funny
But
because I
not
actually
the
think
last.
so far, I've seen 3 of them at the end, and so far, I think that these are relatively tame compared to what we usually get.
Okay,
Just
so I
you
did something
wait.
different this time. You can just take an original book, and I put both the babbled and the unbabbled in it. So the first
Oh.
3 are the original. The last 3 pages are the babbled.
Okay.
Because I just figured it's easier than opening a bazillion different books.
Fair.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, now it is a face.
Very interesting.
What?
I did what I was told to do.
Is this a
I
squirrel
did
tree?
what
Did somebody change the glory?
I changed the glory.
Someone most
Someone
definitely
actually,
changed the glory. Okay. So
Okay, I was made very sad by one detail that I had forgotten, which
Oh,
just shows
no.
that I haven't played Minecraft in a while.
Okay, so let's see. The babbled version is take a decorated Christmas tree and make 4 short, sturdy legs, a large round body, and a small round head. Glue 2 white cotton balls with pink heads to one side of the body and a round cotton ball to the other side.
Huh.
The original. Oh, I'll let you explain what you did.
So, I was told make a Christmas tree with 4 legs. So it's got 4 short legs. It's round in the middle, and it's small and round up top.
Nice.
I was then told to put cotton balls on it. So
I
similar-
teleported though on the thing.
Yeah, I saw you skip.
Okay,
Yeah,
I think we're
that was
back now.
weird.
Yeah, I
So I
think
was
so.
told
Okay.
to put cotton balls on it. And then it was supposed to be a decorated Christmas tree. So I started putting lights on it. And I was going to put a clock and make these cycle on and off nicely.
Oh gosh.
And you can't place redstone dust on leaves.
Oh
You
no.
can't
cannot.
place a lot of things on leaves. It's really sad.
I learned this.
Yeah,
fact, and
Jordan, I
was
think
very
that,
sad about this, and that's why I was.
I think everybody
really
froze
scared
there
about
for a
the
second.
time.
We were all trying to figure out where the
Okay,
Discord noises
so
went.
the original for the first step is grab your stripped spruce logs and build up 4 short, stubby legs and a big oval body and a small circle head. Add 2 pillars of white wool off of one end.
Pastor Greg,
with
thank you very much
pink
for the follow.
inside
Welcome in.
And round puff ball of wool next to that. Okay, so that's the
I feel like-
original.
I feel like we're not in the same ballpark right now.
I feel like we were supposed
No.
to be making like a sheep or something.
Okay, so then babbled instruction 2. Now take the clean oak and the black oak on the back of the wood, In the middle of the cut wood, make a flat circle and fill it. Then take the board and cut it according to the desired pattern.
Okay,
Like,
now,
it's like on the back of the wood, in the middle of the wood, but the cut wood.
now I had to interpret this because, I mean, there is a back to this tree, but it did not make sense to put a huge circle on the back of a tree. So I figured back really was like under it on the bottom, right? So
Uh-huh.
we had the clean oak and the black oak. Clean is just like normal oak. Black oak, I did take the stripped black oak because the colors, I think, just go a little bit better together. And then there was also a reference to cut wood, right? So cut wood. And it's cut in the shape of a diamond because that's the pattern that my chat said we
I thought
desired.
it was a tree skirt, like you put on a Christmas tree.
It does kind of look like a base for a Christmas tree, yeah. And I recognize it as a Christmas tree, so I figured that's probably okay. But we didn't actually talk about that. It was just incidental.
Yeah. It looks very lovely. But the original step 2 is now grab some stripped dark oak logs and some dark oak slabs. On the back of the body, build a flat, medium-sized oval.
Yeah,
with
thank
the
you for
stripped
stopping by.
logs and fill
Hope
it
you
in.
enjoy your stream.
Next, take your
your
slabs and
Minecraft
break
with your
away a
daughter.
checkered pattern to place the slabs down in.
I'm still
Okay.
confused.
I'm
It'll
not sure
make
what we're supposed to be
sense.
making.
So it actually was on the back of whatever it was.
Yes, it was supposed to be on the back. And
Yes, that's where it went wrong.
yeah. And it might be confusing. Only Denalid and Chrono would know what this build is unless you watched their streams last week. So, but anyways,
Oh no! Oh no! I know what this is now. I know what this is now.
Oh, is it?
I know what this is supposed to be.
Yeah. So
Wait,
the
is this a collage build?
I know what this is supposed to be.
Oh
Yes.
no! I've just realized it as well.
Okay, so the third babbled instruction is place 2 light oak axes in front of the corpse's head. Place 2 black stone keys near the corpse's head.
You alright?
Finally, place a squirrel on its tail. Yeah, it was just so hilarious.
So imagine my surprise when I opened this up. There was no corpse. I was expecting a corpse.
My chat is wondering what's going on.
So I interpret it. I was like,
I
okay,
need to go
light
find-
oak axes. I was like, wood axes. And I was like, I think we're making a face. And then Blackstone keys will pressure plates and buttons open things. So I continued with my face. And then I know it said place a squirrel on its tail, but I was like, no, I'm just gonna give it a squirrel tail.
It's beautiful.
I was very proud of my squirrel tail too. It came out really cute.
Knight says, I mean, if
It
you're
is
not
very
always
cute.
expecting a corpse when you open doors, are you really living?
I regularly expect corpses behind closed doors.
Oh.
So yeah, that's the babbled version, and then the original is take 2 pale oak trapdoors and put on the front of the head of this body. Take 2 black stone buttons and put them on the side of the head. To
Yep.
finish it off, build Perry the platypus standing on the tail.
Because
Was this
clearly
build an
Perry the
entire Perry
platypus
platypus?
is a squirrel.
Yes. Yeah.
So my chat is very confused because they did not watch Denalit's last stream. So Denalit, I have just linked Denalit's last stream. If you go to his last stream, either in YouTube or Twitch, if you go to the YouTube one and go to 43 minutes in, you will see what this is supposed to have been.
Yes, it was beautiful.
Which
I'm
in
so
a-
Knight,
proud
would you
of
mind
it.
grabbing that link also?
Chaos.
Putting it in our chat?
I
It's
made
called
minimalist Perry the
Last-
platypus.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's see.
There's minimalist. Wait, a platypus?
Perry the
Perry the
platypus.
platypus.
Oh.
So yeah, this
sorry,
set of
Jordan, you can't
instructions killed
paste
me,
links.
especially with the last set.
If you send it
obviously,
directly
'cause
to me, I can
killed me
paste it in.
again, But I love this set of instructions. It was my most favorite.
It was pretty good.
Well,
It was pretty good.
We started with a very nice Christmas tree.
And then ended with corpses
You know,
And a
as you
that
do.
never made it into the build.
It's probably
I
for the
just
best,
assumed
really.
The tree was dead.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, I think we're definitely going to end this round on the prettiest one.
Yay!
Woo!
The prettiest result, anyways.
For once.
Here, I just added some corpses to it.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
thank
please.
you.
Add a few corpses.
Because
Oh,
that's
yes.
definitely what we needed.
Beautiful.
Oh, gosh. I just heard zombies in my ear all of a sudden.
Hi, Quimbly.
I turn away for 3 seconds and there's corpses.
I was told there was a lack of corpses, so I added corpses.
Now there's corpse meat.
It's corpses.
Corpses.
Aw, this one
Aw,
is
it's
beautiful.
lovely.
See?
I love this. What's the
I was
sign
so
say?
lost.
I mean,
Wonderful
I don't know what it was
journey.
supposed to be, but it turned out all right.
This is nice. This is real nice. Also, I don't even know what this is. I haven't seen this yet.
Oh, is that the cactus? Yeah,
Oh,
cactus
a
flower.
I forgot about cactus. Oh my gosh, I have a new favorite block in Minecraft. I love these.
And you can put them on top of an actual cactus.
They're
Probably
so
one of the
cute.
only things you can put on top of there.
It is.
Okay.
Presumably
So
it will stop
I
it from
didn't
growing.
go too complicated this time. I tried to keep it simple.
Hmm.
So the Babel instructions for step 1 said, start creating greenery, long grass, flowers, walkways, basic concepts. I mean, I
Okay.
see it. I
What-
see greenery.
We got long grass, we got greenery, we got
Mhm.
paths, we got flowers.
Yeah. There's
the
definitely plenty of
original
grass.
was start by establishing a lush green meadow, tall grass, flowers, the works.
The works. I like it.
Nice.
So
Also, basic concepts.
I also like that this tree has so many different types of wood in it.
I was trying to do like a B-dubs gradient. I didn't do very well. There's a harsh line here that just didn't work. Sorry.
Yeah. It's okay. I like it.
I tried.
It's creative. All right. Now, this is where I think Shield is
Where I came in and I was
Howdy, Doug, over on the YouTube side.
step 2.
Welcome in.
Wrap yourself in a blanket and go to sleep. It's going to be a wonderful journey. Draw flowers.
Mm.
That was my favorite
So
step.
I was handed
Wonderful
a
journey.
green meadow with flowers in it and paths. So what am I was going to put more flowers in, and there's already flowers. Help! So I added more variety of flowers, and because I was supposed to wrap myself in a blanket and go to sleep, I made a bed.
Now I understand why step 2 ended so early for everyone.
Yes, and wonderful journey, because it's going to be a wonderful journey. So this path must be a wonderful journey.
Hmm.
I like
Nice.
that. That's sweet. So the original was pretty simple. It said, add a picnic blanket. This is a lovely outing. Get creative with the colors.
Nice.
I don't know where
was
you
not
would
told
put
to
the
make a
blanket, but
blanket.
I mean, there is a blanket here.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could picnic on that. I mean, it's made out of snow. No,
Yes, it is made
so
out of
your
snow.
food will
because
stay
that's what
cold, I guess.
I can stack the snow to make a nice little pillow.
I like it. It's cute. And then now it had the third step, right?
I did.
Yeah.
Says, there's a big tree in the corner. It's tall, beautiful, and powerful. Its shadow blocks the sunlight.
Okay, now, I did. You probably heard me. I did talk about how powerful this tree was going to be. It is tall relative to the scene, right? You can't just like reach up and touch the branches, right? It's
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
beautiful as I can make a tree. Like I said, I tried to do like the beat-ups thing here with blending the woods, although I probably should have done that. And it's powerful. It's a 2x2 tree, not just one of those wimpy 1x1s, right? And if you look up top, there's sun with sunbeams coming down, but there are none of them below the tree, are there? It's blocking
No,
those.
that's definitely a shadow. So this is pretty close to the original, which said, a large tree in the corner, tall and majestic. The shade from this tree could blot out the sun.
I'm going to point out, it actually says majestic.
Okay, look, I accidentally deleted my first set of originals and I retyped it really quick, okay?
And my chat
Just
says
be glad I had originals.
my chat says the tree is very beautiful and very powerful. So I feel very.
Majestic? Is it majestic though?
It probably is. I don't know.
I think so.
Apparently, it's demure also, and very sun blocking. I feel so much better about myself now.
That's good.
All right, are we?
These all went pretty well.
It
I'm
went
impressed.
surprisingly smoothly.
I think the squirrel tree is my favorite.
Uh,
Yes, it is beautiful in its own way.
so everybody, mute up. Let's take a quick 5 minutes. You know, catch up with your chat, that kind of thing, and then we will start on round 2. And I'm gonna fully mute this time. All right, chat. What do you think? So, as I said, this is actually one of the tamer ones. That was pretty close, except for the beach. This one was pretty close, except for the scale, I think. This one was not close. Yeah. The VOD that Night linked, Shield said it's about 43 minutes in. You can see what the other build was. That's from one of our other mini games that we played last week. And I think this one is pretty well spot on, really. I mean, except for the picnic part, but yeah. Simple. I like it. You could make a jigsaw puzzle out of that. Let's see. Doug, I see your question. It is too complicated to answer on stream, so I will send you a couple of screenshots after the stream. And if you don't see them, remind me in Discord. Because people who know me know I have a memory like a sieve. I can tell you all about code that I wrote 10 years ago. All about like programs that I had a lot of fun figuring out, problems that I solved. But just day-to-day stuff, I don't know why. I cannot remember. Am I playing this on the 24th? Let me check, because I have a schedule now. Yes, I have it scheduled on the 24th, 7 p.m. Central Time. And Doug, I believe you are in the scheduling Discord, but you might... Oh, you have roles. Okay, so you should be able to see it. So yes. Just for general information, Doug, you can. We do have multiple streamers that play with us, kind of on an as-available basis. But it is not open to the public. This is people that we've vetted, and we know that they're going to be clean. So for those who have been on my streams before, you know I'm very serious about keeping the stream clean. That includes people that I invite on. So if you're interested and you are a clean Christian streamer, then we can go through the vetting process and check out a few of your streams. But I have been asked before by random people, and the answer is usually not if you're just somebody who wandered in. Knight says in YouTube, I'm so proud he has a schedule now. Yeah. Oh, she said in both. And for those who don't know, NightArchitect is my wife. She did all the channel art, and she's way more creative than I am. Okay. I don't know if it's actually been 5 minutes, but let me get a drink, and then I will unmute. Night is also the organized one. So, I don't know that I told everybody who's playing this detail, but I mentioned at the very beginning that I had a little of an experiment with Libra Translate, which is not as smart as Google Translate. And this Babel uses Libra Translates. I did make sure it has 3 steps. So. Doug says Denali is party in the front and Night is business in the back. I don't know. She's pretty fun, I think. So she sometimes does seem more serious than me, though. All right, let's unmute so that they know that I'm ready. All right, I'm good when y'all are. And make sure.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm good.
I'm as well behaved as usual.
That's fair. That's fair.
So,
all right.
You're behaved?
I have been a modicum of demure, gentle politeness.
Also powerful and blocking the sun.
And majestic.
Well, Quimbly, don't forget. You
What?
always behave. Everyone always behaves. Sometimes we just behave badly.
That is true. So deep.
Very demure.
All
Very mindful.
right. Y'all ready?
Yep.
Are we going the same direction?
Yeah, let's just go the same direction.
Okay.
So
Everyone was kind of moving weird, so I had to make sure.
so we're still. I mean, we've done this a few times, but we're still trying to figure out what works the best. And when there's a bunch of people, it's nice to mix up who gets whose builds. But when there's only 3, or 3 others, I should say.
3 is a great number. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, we all get 1 step from everybody's build is what I'm talking about. All right, grab step 1. You can open and look at the empty box if you want, but otherwise just mute up, tell your chat what's going on. All right. Create a large mountain out of black rock and build it on the edge of the area to make room for other buildings. Create a winding path with stairs from the bottom of the mountain to a hole in the black rock. Make sure there are enough holes and cracks on the mountain. Okay, so we need a black stone mountain with a number of holes and cracks and a winding path. So let's see. Black stone, obviously. It's all of those. And for our path, I want something with a little bit of contrast, but not too much. Let's do mud. Mud fits in. Okay. All right, I'm ready when y'all are.
Ready?
What's up?
I can't wait to see what you do with this one.
I can't wait to see what I'm gonna do either.
I'm excited about Quimbly's again. I like Quimbly's instructions.
I'm just a likable person.
What did you do to Shield?
What?
He's still talking. Okay, I think I remember what the babbled is for this one.
I have been broken. Help.
I'm sorry.
All
No,
right.
you're not.
3, 2, 1,
the,
go.
the nice thing is, I only need 2 different blocks.
Well,
I know
that's
that.
something.
Yeah, that is
All
something.
right. I need to place
Um,
blocks very, very quickly.
This side. Seems like this would make sense. Not over there.
Let's see. This is going to be very hard to do any sort of right in the time period we have. All right, Doug. Thank you, sir. And enjoy the rest. You know what? I'm only on step 1, but I bet I know what this scene was supposed to be.
You have mine, don't you?
I do. All right,
There's a good chance.
1 minute down. I keep thinking, you know what? I should make sure people know how much time we have left. And then I'm like, I don't have time to look at the clock. I'm building. It's a problem.
Yeah, that sounds like a problem.
It's mostly a problem for y'all because I can actually see the clock. I just can't do anything with it. This had some very specific instructions about the interior.
I don't have room. This bothers me.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I don't either.
but I actually centered the thing. I successfully
Oh.
centered.
Congratulations. That's hard to do sometimes.
The last
Not-
part of this step was the hardest, but I did it.
All right. Well, you still have 2.5 minutes, so
Oh gosh, don't tell me that. Let's see, how can I ruin this?
I think you mean how can you make it even more perfect?
How can I ruin this? I know who I am.
I've run out of.
You know, I remembered, or not remembered, I realized what this was after I started building and limited myself on space. Let's see.
I'm saddened that I built this so well. That's the idea, engineer. I'm gonna do that now.
All right, a little over a minute left. I was planning to do more shaping, but I don't think I'm going to have all that much time.
Sounds like something's funny over there.
Sounds like something is sinister over there.
Just doing what Quimbly does best.
Oh no. What did she do best this time?
Oh no, I missed something. I missed a step. Shoot.
All right, well, you have 30 seconds to fix it. All right, 10 seconds.
I'm running out of time.
Yes, you are. And time is up.
Okay.
Good luck,
I
whoever gets that next.
completely missed.
Good luck to whoever gets that next.
Yep.
That would be me.
Yep.
I hope you enjoy.
Oh,
And may the
thank
odds
you.
be ever in your favor.
No. Look at me. Just don't read too much into it.
Okay, don't read too much. Got it.
Or maybe just don't read.
You know, I think you need to open up a little.
It's a knowledge. You're
Yes.
welcome.
Crumbly, you're welcome. All right. Yeah, take a look at your book. Go ahead and look at your interior, mute up, and then come back when you're ready. All right, here we go. Place the base and green cubes randomly in the container. You can mark their location by placing them outside the container as you roll the dice. What? Place the base and green cubes randomly in the... What is this? Okay. Well, we need green cubes. What is the base? Is the base also green? Eyeball? I mean, maybe. My first thought was actually a bingo wheel or something, but I don't know if that makes sense either. It could be an eyeball. I don't know. All right, well, I'm confused.
I am more than confused.
I am unsure how I'm supposed to accomplish this in 5 minutes.
I have an idea of what's supposed to be going on here, and I'm doing probably not that.
I see. All right. Well, starting the timer. Good luck.
Yay!
Okay. Part of this I can do easily. So let's start with that part.
Actually, let's not start with that.
This is actually very difficult because of how it's arranged currently. I blame Quimbly.
I blame Quimbly
That seems-
too.
That seems very reasonable.
Good thing I'm Quimbly 3.
Okay, so there's that part.
Wow.
More.
Quimbly, did you break
Okay.
yourself?
The answer to
What's
this
up?
is more.
I said, did you break yourself?
What do you mean, did I break myself?
Oh, I thought I heard you still laughing.
No. I'm not. I'm not that funny.
Okay, I think that is what it says, maybe.
I'm very glad we're doing this in creative.
Could you imagine trying to do build Babel in like survival mode?
Survival.
All right, you have 5 minutes. Go gather all your materials and then build it.
I think I'd have to ask for at least 6.
I'm just gonna assume that this is supposed to be in the same palette.
Let's see. Engineer, that's actually only one kind. There's 2 others. There's a lot of variations of it. I almost missed a part of my thing.
That would be a crime. I never do that. I
Okay.
never miss my part of my build ever.
Oops. I've made this very difficult.
If someone after me needs space, I'm sorry, but you don't have it anymore.
That's fine.
You have about a minute and a half left.
Okay. Oh, that's not going to work.
Okay, I think that's all of the things from the book. Let's check the book.
Okay, Will. Welcome in,
Eh.
and thank you for
There's something
not
lost in
delivering
translation,
that
but
message. Lost in translation, you don't say.
How does
Yep.
one acquire pale moss?
You go into the creative menu, and you search for pale.
In the actual game.
Oh,
How do
in the pale forests.
just punch it. But we're in creative mode, so it just breaks it.
Yeah. Interesting.
I think
Is it
Ho is the
a
official
renewable
tool.
resource? Is it a renewable resource?
Yes.
I think it should be, yeah.
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
I mean, I feel like I really rolled the dice on this particular implementation of this build. I'm not sure what this part means. Oh, you've got 10 seconds left.
Yay.
Only 10 seconds.
All right.
Yeah.
All that good.
I hope that wasn't important in the grand scheme of things.
Engineer, I like the idea, but it would not survive.
Quimbly, you're out of time, just so you know.
Time's up.
I know, I'm sorry. I was trying to hurry up. Okay.
So Will definitely did not deliver a message about you stepping away to grab something.
When I told him not to, thanks.
Yep. All right. Next, this is step
Get
3.
snitched on, snitch. I'm sorry.
All right. Mute up. Take a look. Make a tree without leaves from an ordinary oak. Winter is coming. The leaves have already fallen to the ground. Oh. Is this like a set from Game of Thrones or something? Winter is coming is a quote, right? There's dead fish. Okay. Storm clouds. So leaves are now a thing. There's that. Winter is coming. Yes, the fish are in fact upside down.
Okay, I am immediately
Day after
like,
tomorrow.
how?
Yes. I think we're gonna need some of this.
Ooh, good idea, chat.
Denali,
Yes.
how deep is the world?
Not very deep.
Darn.
So the ground level is minus 60, it looks like, right? Oh, yeah, minus 61. So you've got maybe 5 blocks down. Maybe.
Maybe.
Lovely. Okay.
All right. You ready?
You ready?
No.
Yep.
No.
All right. 3,
Because I needed the answer.
2,
No, I needed the answer to that
1.
question first.
Go.
Ah!
Okay.
Ah. Okay. Well, I guess we're just going with this. Whee!
Let's do this next.
I forget there's an actual directional placement for some things.
Alright, let's do it.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
Not well. Is a hit for me. Who am I following?
Me.
Okay. I understand why, I think. But help.
All right. It says winter is coming. So we've got the tree. We've got the leaves. Now we're going to make winter.
Yes, okay. And then the next step, I should actually do slabs instead of whole blocks.
What do you think, chat?
I think
wait
I'm
for
getting a
chat to
little bit
answer.
better at some of these visual effects. I think. Not very much better, mind you, just a little bit. Don't worry, we won't read too much into it.
Let's see.
Sip a tea. Don't mind if I do. Earl Grey, no milk tonight. Still tasty.
Yes.
You have about a minute and a half.
Lovely.
I think it's beautiful. And thank you for the help, chat. Very
I think
appreciated,
this is
even though
one
I
of the
didn't say anything.
cutest things I have ever made in my life.
I
Congratulations.
feel like all of us have been more
I don't-
quiet during this
don't-
last section of building.
I am concentrating so hard on this build.
The concentration is real. I'm not sure if this is
45 seconds.
I'm very curious what this is supposed to be.
No further improvements.
I know what it's supposed to be.
That's good, because I don't.
All right.
Oh, good idea.
I'm gonna go with this and say it's good enough. And
Well, 15 seconds, so it can't go
That's
much
just-
better.
that's just too bad.
And time is up.
Okay.
Ah,
Okay.
there was a lot of concentration, it seemed like, on that one.
There was so much concentration because I just had to build a thing I've not built in a long time.
I highly recommend making yourself a cup of tea. All right, let's start
Shall
at
we
this end
start
this time.
on- Yeah, start on the opposite end.
And that makes Quimbly first.
Sorry, I was showing off flower crowns.
It's fine.
I have priorities. Flower crowns.
All right, chat,
These
y'all
are
ready for this?
all disorganized.
Just like me.
I
I'm
don't
ready
even
for
think
this.
All right.
I love it!
Was it what you were thinking about?
I don't remember.
Fair enough.
There's leaf litter! Oh my gosh, they're adding so much cool stuff. Okay. Sorry. It looks like a diorama. I
It
love
does.
that.
They're doing fantastic at adding detail stuff.
Yeah,
Which
I
is
like the detail blocks they're adding.
amazing. Okay, I gotta read the babbled one first. So babble step 1. In this picture, we make a snowstorm. The ground is covered with snow, and in the middle is a dry lake.
Okay, so it said picture, so that's why I added this frame, because it's a
Ah.
picture frame.
Ah, nice.
Okay.
And
yeah.
then I kind of forgot about the storm, so I ended up with these 3 clouds along the back as a last second add. But yeah, I did the dry lake with all the upside down dead fishies, and someone recommended dead bushes to indicate it's a lake, and then the snow hills. But I did not do the ice, someone else did that.
So,
That's so
somebody in my
nice.
chat did notice that the fish were upside down.
Yes,
So,
someone
when I got-
noticed a detail.
When I got here, I noticed the fish were upside down, and I liked that touch, and I knew that that was a dry lake right away.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm so
Okay.
glad I thought about turning them upside down because I almost
Success.
just put them in.
Success.
So that's interesting. You'll find out why. So step one of the unwanted is this time we are creating an icy scene. Snow blankets the ground. A frozen pond in the center.
Nice.
Virga did exactly what you told her to, and you did not tell her to make a frozen pond. You said a
Dry lake.
Dry
or
lake.
something. Oh man. But it is icy. I do appreciate the icy.
it made my life difficult.
I love these clouds with the snow coming from it. Like, they're really cute. I love them.
Someone added the snow later because I only had these 3 clouds back here.
The snow
Oh,
was mine.
Yeah,
nice.
I
Alright.
completely forgot about the storm part. So
And somehow
I basically
it still became a storm, which is interesting.
yes.
All right, step 2. Put the fish in the water under the snow. There should also be moss. There was water under the snow.
I'm really glad it told me that there's water under the snow. Otherwise, I would never have known where to put the fish.
Oh.
I put the ice in so you could actually see it. But like,
Nice.
if you come over here, and come
Yeah.
there's water under the snow.
You're welcome
And
for
there is
keeping
fish.
all of this hollow.
Thank you so much
Oh,
for
look
that.
at all the fishies.
Yeah, there are actually
I
a couple
like
of places that you can
home.
see under the ice. I like it.
Yeah,
I like this.
and
That's
there's
so
moss
cool.
down here. Not as much as I would have hoped, but I put the fish in first, and then I can't place moss.
Nice.
Very close to the original. The original said, put fish in the water under the ice. There should be seagrass as well. The waters are alive beneath the frozen surface.
Nice. This
I was
is
very
awesome.
dramatic while writing this. I wrote them like they were from a poetry book.
That's fair.
I was like, man, maybe
Well-
if I make it poetry-esque, they'll really mess it up. But apparently I write too understandably because mine don't translate weird.
How dare you be coherent?
I had to try 3 times to get instructions that weren't the exact same, okay? It's a problem. I write too coherently.
Hey, I gave you a tool that would have made it very incoherent.
Yeah, but poor
Would've
Poland
turned
is
all
not what
3
I was going for.
It would have turned all 3 sets of instructions into under ice water.
It probably would have turned it into fire if we're honest.
Yeah. Burn everything down. Okay.
I can do that. I have done that.
It's true.
Will
Yes.
said he was hoping someone would replace the ice while I was swimming under there and just put me in there to die. It's not what he said, but I read in between the lines. Step 3. Make a tree without leaves from an ordinary oak. Winter is coming. The leaves have already fallen to the ground.
Right. So
Nice.
there 2 parts of that were easy, right? Make a tree without leaves. Okay. Tree without leaves. Leaves have fallen to the ground. All right. Leaves are on the ground.
Check.
Winter is coming. And I thought to myself,
Winter
did
is
somebody
coming.
accidentally give us a scene from like I've forgotten the name. The TV show.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. But then I saw there were these clouds on the back wall. I was like, okay, somebody else knew that winter was coming too. But it's a little bit more imminent now that we're on step 3. So I added another cloud in the same style, and I added snow coming down. And then I added snow layers on the ground because it is actively snowing.
So the original said, use pale oak to create a tree with no leaves. It is winter. The leaves have fallen to the ground. So what my thought was is this is that nice meadowy scene, but now it's winter.
Oh,
The tree looks a lot less
nice.
powerful without the leaves.
It does.
Yeah.
It's not nearly as projecting.
I was very careful to make sure the dry lake stayed dry because it looked like that's supposed to be a dry lake. I cannot put water and fish there.
Yeah.
That would be wrong.
Yeah.
The dead fish.
The poor fish.
Yep.
Poor things.
I needed somehow to tell that that was a lake, and lakes have fish, but this is dry, and fish can't live without water, so...
I just need to learn how to write less coherently. Because mine all makes sense when translated. I'm too legible.
You sound so disappointed about being understandable.
I hate being understood.
Okay, so this book does the same thing, except now they're every other. So I did the original is page 1, the babbled is page 2. So it's going to be like that throughout the book.
Sounds good.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
What happened?
What?
Holy cow.
Quimbly?
Are these the Eminem dudes?
Yes.
Yes, they are.
Okay, so
We'll
the
get there,
first
don't worry.
the first babbled is draw a transparent white circle with 2 spaces. Draw a blue circle with 2 spaces on the outer edge of the second white circle. Repeat this pattern twice.
Okay,
So
that makes sense.
we have someone covered it
Does
up with
it?
green. There's a white circle in the middle here. And then there's a blue
Okay.
circle around it, and a white circle around that, and a blue circle around that, and a white circle.
It's like a
I ran out of
jawbreaker.
I ran out of time.
Okay.
Because this is supposed to connect, and it's supposed to be in the back, and I'm supposed to have the other
Okay.
here too.
Oh, he
Yeah.
was doing
Got it, got it.
spheres.
I was making spheres,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, and then the original is build a white circle 2 blocks high that is filled in. Build a blue circle also 2 blocks tall along the outside edge of the second tier of your white circle. Repeat this pattern 2 more times. So this was more meant to be like a flat circle on the ground and you're building it up.
Was it
Is
meant to be like
what-
an Olympic thing?
No.
Huh.
I just did circles, so instead of doing like build a circle 5 blocks wide and then build up. I'll tell you the full what it's supposed to be in a second.
Okay.
Place the base, so this is babbled number 2. Place the
Okay.
base and green cubes randomly in the container. You can mark their location by placing them outside the container as you roll the dice.
Oh, I forgot to roll dice, man.
Okay, so it said place the base and green cubes randomly in the container. The only one that really qualified as a container was this blue one right here. And I assumed
Yep.
that it needed to be filled. So I randomly placed green blocks in there. And then I put the base down here out of the same palette so that it would match.
Nice.
Now,
It does
I don't
look
know if
very
y'all
nice.
noticed, but while we were doing this build, I actually out loud said, I'm rolling the dice with this particular build.
Oh.
That must have
Okay.
been when I stepped away.
It might have been, yeah.
I didn't catch it, but I also completely forgot about this set of instructions, so...
That's fair. That's fair.
And I was probably also focused on my own monstrosity that I was working on at the time. So, the original for 2 is inside the bowl, so that's what Shield was supposed to build
So it was
with
like a
those
glass
circles.
bowl.
Yeah, like a glass china bowl with blue and white. Inside the bowl, place blocks colored with primary colors and green chaotically, and maybe some outside the bowl showing that some may have spilled.
Was this a bowl of M&Ms?
Interesting.
Yes. I had snack that day, and it was a bowl of M&Ms.
Just looked around the room and you're like, oh, there's my build battle.
Yes.
That's funny
And
because for my first
then-
one, I had been on my laptop that day.
Okay. Nice.
I didn't see a
Um,
meadow or a snowfield.
Maybe you should have. All right, so what
Okay.
happened?
So on the babbled number 3, it says draw a 2D red circle and a 2D yellow oval on the brick wall. Draw eyes, hands, feet, and a mouth inside.
And then this happened.
And thus we needed a brick
I
wall.
did exactly like I said. I made a brick wall I made
Yep.
a 2D red, a 2D yellow oval, and they both have mouths, eyes, hands, and feet. I
Nice.
literally followed exactly what it told me to do.
It
Yeah.
does a little
So
bit look
this
like they've been
one-
run over by a wall.
Yeah. So this one I actually had to take out the last little line because I did at the end of this last step say enjoy your M&Ms, but that translated perfectly, so I just removed it from the babbled one.
That made it too easy, so I just left it out.
Honestly, you could have left
Yeah.
it in, and it probably would have made it make less sense.
And then I could have enjoyed M&Ms, and now you've robbed me of that.
Yep. So the original is on the wall of this barrier build. On this barrier, build a 2D red circle and a 2D yellow oval. Give them eyes, arms, legs, and mouths. Enjoy your M&Ms.
So they're supposed to be like over here.
Yeah,
Or
on
on
one
the
of these
back.
on one of these white walls.
And this entire thing that I decided to build
Was
vertically.
supposed to be, yeah. I mean,
Was
that would be
supposed to
spilling all the
go.
M&Ms out, yeah.
It definitely
I
would.
just loved building a wall and completely covering up all their work.
Yeah, you just open this and it's where'd my thing go?
I thought about building it higher, just covering up the whole thing.
Somebody was speculating that the circles were an eyeball.
Ooh.
Oh. I mean, it does kind of look like an eyeball.
A little bit.
I'm just saying, the M&Ms have fallen on hard times. I feel like they looked better before.
Oh. Also, my
Yeah.
chat appreciates the origin story for this particular build.
Oh, yes, you're welcome.
All right, Shield.
I don't have original books. Sorry.
Okay. That's all right.
That is a thing that did not happen.
We will manage.
All right. What happened here?
Who ruined my beautiful build?
I don't know who could have built another wall.
Quimbly.
I too.
Oh man, this is interesting. You know.
All right.
Would you like to explain this?
I don't think
I'll let
anyone
everyone
can
else explain this one. Step 1.
Oh,
Create
that's
a large mountain out of black rock and build it on the edge of the area to make room for other buildings. Create a winding path with stairs from the bottom of the mountain to a hole in the black rock. Make sure there are enough holes and cracks in the mountain.
I
All right,
like
now-
that like, what is enough holes? Like,
Everybody should have op. So if you actually go into spectator mode and fly inside, you can see there is a path that goes into a fairly large hole that is prepared for what I knew was coming next. And there are other holes on the other side, especially that are smaller, cracks in the mountain. And it is built out of black stone. The path is built out of mud because I wanted something that was visible, and you can barely see it now.
Sorry.
You can blame step 3 for that one. The non-babbled, build a large mountain out of blackstone variants, and make sure it's built onto the side of the area, so there's room for another nearby build. Build a winding path using blackstone bricks and stairs from the base of the mountain up to an opening near the top of the mountain. Make the mountain with multiple cracks and crevices along the surface. That one translated way too nicely, and I had to try to mess it up.
I assure you, you did not.
very nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
But that's okay. One of them came out reasonable. Step 2.
Yeah, the rest didn't.
Create a black stream on the other side of the mountain so that water can flow from the top to the side. When climbing the tower, you need to climb in 3 steps. Build a high wall around the tower with towers, walls, watchtowers, and gates.
See, build a high wall. I did
You were
what I
told
was
to build a
supposed
wall.
to do.
You were actually
I
told
was
to build a
told
wall,
multiple
and you did.
times to build walls, and I built them. Also, this is my stream to the sky,
Yes.
and this is a tower.
I'm just going to point out this is not 3 steps.
Okay, look, I did argue that with chat, and I said I can't make 3 steps happen, so I made 4.
Well, you can
So-
count to 4. So.
But in my defense, I can only count to 4.
So this is where the translation stopped going nicely. Build a black tower across from the mountain, with giant spikes from the top edges going up towards the sky. Make sure the tower has 3 distinct tiers as it goes up. Around the tower, build a large wall with battlements, ramparts, towers, watchfires, and a gate.
A little bit of that might have been lost.
Never did I mention water.
Yeah.
Apparently, spikes turned into water somewhere.
Oh, Will says Quimbly built a wall and made the Denalids pay for it.
Yep.
That was Will's joke, not mine. Okay? I need that on record. And he made that about the brick wall, not this wall. So he's recycling his own jokes.
Fair enough. Step 3. Make the entire area look hot and steamy, as if lava is flowing.
Sorry, I don't want any builder described as hot and steamy.
Yep. Pour lava from the hole at the top of the mountain into a river, create a winding path from the base gate to the end of the path, building bridges over the flowing lava if necessary.
If necessary.
We have a bridge.
It was
It goes
necessary. The
from-
path disappeared.
It was very necessary, yes. So we have a path.
Ugh.
There is no gate in this wall.
No, I missed the gate part.
I had the gate part, I ignored
Well, Quimbly didn't put a gate on the wall.
it. I built wall.
Well, nobody's getting in this wall.
It's true.
Look, that's most people's design issue, is they put doors. Like, it's like you're wanting people to break in.
I know.
Oh,
The actual instruction was supposed to be terraform the entire area to look charred and corrupted, with streams of lava going across the area. Add lava to the mountain in the crevices and pouring down from the top into the rivers. Make a winding path from the gate to the end of the path at the base of the mountain, making bridges over the lava rivers where needed.
I love how Shield is just like, yeah, we can fit all of Mordor into this space.
Yeah,
So recreate Mordor, but in a one chunk space. Got it.
yeah. I have requested Mount Doom and Kirith Ungol and the Black Gate in a one chunk space.
At least
But
he
where are
didn't
we
also
putting
request all the
Rivendell?
orcs.
I did not request the orcs and I did not request the eye either.
All right. One more.
Oh, I can't wait for this one.
I just read that part of the Lord of the Rings.
This
so
is the
you're
one
welcome.
that I had a laughing fit on. But in my defense, I just followed Denali's instructions.
It's true. She did. Are you ready?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Okay. This is not what I had envisioned. What is all this?
We'll get there. Hold on. You read it.
I think I know what it is. Okay.
Oh!
I'd forgotten how this started. Step 1. All right, breathe. Stop laughing. You're making it worse.
Just wait till we read what's on the wall.
The UN installed more of the brown concrete beam, but the 10-block mutation.
Oh dear.
Or something. All right, sorry. The UN installed more of the brown concrete beam, but the 10-block mutation. Or something. You need to open up a little.
Okay, so as you can see, I have a brown concrete beam. It's 10 blocks high. I had to interpret a little what that meant. And I made it so like you can see through, so you can see the brown concrete. And then I was like, you know what? I do need to open up a little. So I decided to go to therapy. And I thought about it. Sometimes I look too much at the numbers while streaming, and it makes me feel insecure when people leave, and I wonder what I did wrong. I have abandonment issues and a dead dad.
Wow, that got heavy.
You told me to open up a little.
I said a little, not all the way.
It's okay. Chad had to deal with this live.
Uh,
Oh,
Okay.
dear.
so, English.
It was the and a dead dad part I was cracking up laughing on.
Create an almost circle out of brown concrete, hovering 10 blocks or so above the floor. It should be slightly oblong, and the sides need to be turned up a bit toward the edges.
But at what point do I go to
Well,
therapy?
we actually resulted in close to that.
Yeah. I now understand why you needed to go down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
See, I thought it was 10 high, not that it needed to be 10 up.
I mean that's fair. UN rules
But I
are
did
very
try.
just obscure and
Yeah.
all right.
Also,
Step
my
2.
therapist told me I should try it.
Oh man. Step
Oh,
2.
dear.
American universities add heat and replace circle tables to make 2 cowboy hats and here.
I
Well,
read it like American
Why?
because it was by itself on its line. So I did American. And then universities bring heat. So there's a lot of fire.
There is fire.
And then I was confused about the tables. So I just went ahead and built 2 cowboy hats.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Into
The
hats.
tables did not turn. Turns tables.
Oh, how
Oh.
the turns have tables. Oh,
Oh,
I made Virga laugh too much. Oh,
Oh no!
what happened?
just the 2 of us.
I'm not sure.
Careful, my wife's in
How am
chat.
I still here?
I'm trying to reconnect. Okay,
Alright.
I'm back.
I am attempting to reconnect to the server.
It's weird that both of
Ugh.
y'all got kicked and not me.
Okay.
I thought they both
Back.
rage quit.
My
No.
jokes, they're too funny.
All right, step 2. Turn the circle into a hat by adding more brown blocks to create a dome on top. Leave a well through the center and divots on either side to make it into a cowboy hat.
So we did get a cowboy hat.
We did. We
resulted
did.
In a very good cowboy hat.
This is a very
you.
weird correction, but yes.
So we started with a pillar, and we
And a
did get
therapy
to a
session.
cowboy hat. And a therapy session.
I
And we
feel like
did
y'all
get
are
to a cowboy
overlooking the therapy session.
I'm choosing to ignore that right now.
I think that's probably for the best. All right.
Happy early Father's Day.
Oh my. Step 3. Head under the hat.
That's it.
That's
Head
yeah.
under the hat.
I mean, that could have just meant go under the hat. Okay, I'm here.
There are heads
So-
under the hats.
But I
There
do
are now
like these
heads
heads.
under the hat.
This is a very
Ah.
good face over here. I like this face
Thank you.
with the nose.
I am. Goodbye, Quimbly. Quimbly fell into the void.
Good luck finding your way back. All right. English. Build a cowboy's head under the hat.
Nice.
I did exactly what I was told.
Funnily enough,
Original?
you did. I think you did it by accident, but you did.
It was.
I feel like we got what you wanted, plus a whole lot of nonsense
Yeah.
and
I
therapy.
I promise this was not meant to be a political statement of any kind. I was not trying to comment on Quimbly's mental health. Yeah, I just wanted to see a cowboy in a cowboy hat. That's really all. And then y'all just burned down the universities and brought the UN in and got everybody else involved. And
When it was just supposed to be a nice
I
cowboy
did-
head.
I did none of those things. I put a cowboy head under a cowboy hat.
that is true. That
I
is
mean,
true.
for a second, I did think about glossing over universities, but then it's like, but then where would the heat come from? So.
It's true. It's true. I don't know why the university brings so much heat, but
It did bring a lot of heat.
It did.
So, Denella, now you understand why I asked how deep the world is.
I do. I do.
Because I was told to put a head under the hat, and the hats were on the ground.
And you did. And you even made one diagonal, even though it was the wrong build for that.
I was inspired.
Oh. Well, that was interesting.
Chaos.
Very interesting. I think Quimbly's winter scene is my favorite from the entire evening.
I think that
Oh, thanks.
I think that both of Quimbly's actually turned out to be quite nice.
Yes. I feel like you can't really go wrong with like scenery or landscape type builds because I feel like my first time I played, both of my landscape builds came out pretty good too.
I went with the sceneries build for my second one.
Oh, hang on. Chat
Okay,
wants to
I
know if
guess
the
more
Cowboys have mustaches.
Meadowy builds come out good.
So you mean a scenery build that's not supposed to be an entire 60 by 60 mile area?
Fire, I think the answer is no, unless that's a milk mustache.
What was the question about the Cowboys?
Oh, we were checking to see if they had mustaches, but they have maybe a milk mustache. That's about it.
They have teeth. I did not have room for a mustache.
I think that's fair.
Because
All
if
right.
I go down farther, I can't place more blocks.
Well, as usual for Build Babble, we're over time.
Yep.
What's a time limit?
Well, thank y'all very much for playing. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did.
Thanks.
Yes,
Quimbly, I hope you get help.
Okay, that felt personal.
I mean, you did
You
like write
I'm
all
never
this.
gonna open up again. Jeez. Close book. But never talking.
Quimbly, stop it. Get some help.
I can't. Denala told me never to open up again.
I did not tell you that.
No, that is not what it is.
I heard what he said. He said, Quimbly, you're too much. No one wants to deal with your problems. Please
Oh.
stop. I heard him. He was loud and clear.
Quimbly
I
is
think that must have
translating.
gone through the translator.
Nope, it's what he said.
Oh.
I heard.
But yes, thank you very much for joining. Is anybody gonna continue streaming after this?
No, I'm probably gonna hop off.
I'm also going to head off.
What about you,
I'm
Quimbly?
probably just gonna finish troubleshooting something and then hop off.
All right. I'm gonna go over and see who's available for rating then. If I can find the right tab in my 6 open browser windows. All right. YouTube, thank you for joining, but we don't have rating over there, so have a good week.